Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, here we are at our special Monday edition. We had to do this on Monday because it is fireworks debut day. So we have to talk about the sweater and show off everyone's samples, my samples here. Sorry, everything was weird with the technology, just like poor Marie this morning. And of course, it's weird again. Just put my phone there on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so yay! I know that most of you tuned in this morning to Marie's live, where you got to see the sweater. And I also know that you knit campers, you guys were you were able to get a little bit of a peek before today, but today was the whole sweater live and in person, and that is what we are going to do as well. And I want to make sure you stick around because I have a sneaky little surprise. I had a little wild hair about this sweater, and so I'm going to show you guys. And Marie's really excited. She's seen it as well, and you guys get to have the first peek. So hello, hello, hello. So great to see you guys. I'm so glad that the technology worked. I just texted Julia a few minutes ago and I was like, I can see it's already not working. But here we are. And I'm here with my gal, my denim gal. She's my girlfriend. This is my fireworks in progress. It's Sarah, right? So it's always in progress. It's never finished. But you get to see all the details nonetheless, right? And let's just scoot her a little bit closer so you can see this amazing fireworks texture. So I have done my sample here in the Universal Yarns Deluxe Tweed Superwash DK. It's a mouthful, I know. Universal Yarns Deluxe Tweed Superwash DK. I probably get those in a different order every time I say them out loud. But this is a workhorse value yarn at $12 a ball, and it's gorgeous. You can see, right? It works perfectly well for this sweater. It's beautiful. All of you that have already ordered your classic deluxe tweed superwash DK. No, I still got that wrong. Follow the link that Julia gave you. I can't get the name right. You're gonna love it. So let's just talk about her a bit. I keep trying to get the light to illuminate it just right. I did get 5 stitches to the inch on this yarn, and I know that that's a DK, and especially being a superwash, sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant, but I really thought that the gauge seemed fine at 5 stitches to the inch. I wasn't worried after I saw my swatch and blocked those swatches, that I was not worried about excessive growth, etc. So you absolutely can do 5 stitches to the inch with this yarn. You also could do the 5.5 stitches to the inch. This is the beauty of this yarn. If the size layout for 5 stitches to the inch does not offer you the size you really think that you would need to knit, you can also do the 5.5 with this one. So it's perfect. No, you guys, I'm hyper and I haven't had that much caffeine. I'm so excited to show you what is behind her. As soon as we're done talking about her. It's her moment of glory. Let her shine for a few minutes. Okay, so I did do the optional baubles. You can see those right here. I like baubles, and they are small and tasteful. They are not right at the boob line. That's really all that matters. And so I liked that extra bit of texture. Now Marie's made that an optional part of the pattern, so you don't have to do the baubles if you hate baubles. And I know we have some bauble haters in the group. I know. So the rest of this, though, you can see the firework texture here. I'll spin her around a little bit. This is so much fun to knit, you guys. So much fun. You just compulsively want to see the next firework come on, the next firework and the next firework. So really, really, really great. What I did here is I divided for the armhole, and then I just went with my ball until I ran out. Then I picked up because I'm going to just finish the sleeve next. This is Jill's method, and I'm a new convert. It kind of breaks up Sleeve Island a little bit. I always used to finish the body and then go to the sleeves. So Jill always goes until she runs out on whatever ball she's on when she splits for the arms. Then she goes and does the sleeves. Then she comes back, and it's just straight down to the end of the body. So I love Jill's method now, and I am a convert. So anyway, let me grab some of this tweed here. This is the yarn. Comes in these big fatty balls, and oh, that's inappropriate. 284 yards in one of these guys. Mine here is supposed to use 5 balls, and I don't know if I'll come in a little bit less than that. I am a very short-waisted person, so even though this is a cropped sweater, it's especially going to be cropped for me. I'm looking to finish with about a 10-inch length from the armhole. So sometimes that means I come out with a little bit extra yarn. Not sure quite yet. So this yarn's in a big range of colors, and almost every single one of them is appropriate for this sweater I'm just looking at. It's right here below me here. There really isn't a color that I've brought in to stock that's too dark to show off the fireworks. I think navy might be the darkest we have, and it's still going to be beautiful in the navy. So, and this is denim, if you were curious about this. Sue says she loves to do the sleeves after the sleeve divides, so she knows how much yarn is left for the body. Also a good, a good method, Sue. Yes, Sarah Mulholland is a bobble hater. They're really small. They're just tiny. They're just wee little nips is all. Okay, all right. Are you guys ready for my big surprise? All right, have we adored Miss Universal Tweed enough? We've told her she's beautiful, and she's going to be an amazing sweater. Shall we see what we're really here to see? How about this one? You guys, I hacked a 2-color version. This is what I have been hinting at for the last week and a half. This has totally captured my heart. I love my denim fireworks, and I'm going to wear her all the time, but this one... So let me tell you the story of how she came to be. I have her on this nice lightweight vintage dress form, so she can just hang out right here with me. Prop her on my hip like I used to prop my kids up. My kids who just turned 14 and 18 last weekend. Okay, so I had this gorgeous Malabrigo yarn in my stash at my house. Some of you have seen this stash. And that is the room where I work out, when I work out. And here I am, the last couple weeks, doing these morning workouts, just staring at this skein. It is old stash. We're talking over 10 years old stash, and just all I could think of was, I wish I could have done my sweater in that color. How could I have done my sweater in that color? And then it occurred to me, what if just the fireworks were in that color, and the body was in something neutral or dark to show it off? And so that is how this version was born. It took some swatching, and I do have some tips and hacks that are going to be very important, that you're going to want to tune in for in future videos, because I will be talking about this. Maybe we'll make a custom Zoom session just for people interested in doing a 2-color fireworks, where we can talk about the things you need to know. But I swatched away, and there was a little trial and error. Once I nailed it down, I realized it was doable, and here she is. I've been cranking on this weekend, so that I thought I could get it done. I really wanted to wear it for you guys, but obviously that didn't happen. I did figure out how to hack the sides, because obviously you don't want to be carrying yarn around to each side. That's not practical. So, but it is doable to just kind of do this kind of fake intarsia to make it work. And it's going to be a similar type of hack to put the detail on the outer sleeve. So I have all the skinny. So here is my caveat though, everyone listening, nobody gets to bother Marie and her team about this, okay? Promise me now that if you are interested in doing this, that you will come to me with your questions and not bother Miss Marie or Miss Erica or any of the other team members over at Olive Knits, because I created this monster and I am happy to help everybody with it. So should we talk about yarn? Yes. Okay. So, can everyone still see her? Oh, aren't you pretty? Girl. Okay, so there are so many great combos that you could do. She gets a little dark back here, but that's about as close as I can get her. So the yarn that we have in stock that would work really well for this is called Malabrigo Caprino. And it is a gorgeous sport to DK that is a merino cashmere blend. Yes, please. And it comes in 50-gram skeins. And I'm pretty sure all you need is one 50-gram skein to do all of the yoke in any of the sizes. Hold the phone. Here's what I have left of my 50-gram skein. I ended up splitting it into 2 balls. So I only have the little bit of detail on the sleeve, and I still have this much yarn. It hardly looks like I've used it. So, and I'm making a 43, 42, somewhere in that range. So plenty, I think, for all sizes out of one of these 50-gram skeins. And I think it's going to probably behave better at the 5.5 stitches to the inch gauge range, but you can test it out if you really want to do one at the 5 stitch to the inch gauge range. So it feels amazing. It's so, so delectable. And the colors are bright and happy. So we have like Carnival, I think, this one. Look how great. This looks like fireworks just all by itself. And Atomic also just looks like fireworks. And I'm holding here Archangel, which is like the color I used here. So we have like golds, pinks, oranges, purples. And then we have, oh, so many other colors. Let me just show them all to you because you're here. You might as well, right? Okay, we have one of the classic Malabrigo colorways, Indecita. And she looks really good next to this Deseos. If you wanted a really subtle, lovely, light version, it's really beautiful. Now, don't worry. As I show you all of these combos, we have a blog post going up at 12:30, and it gives you a whole bunch of combination ideas with the names listed. So you can just check our website at 12:30, and you can see most of the combos that I'm talking about right now. Here is another amazing combo. I have everything tangled up. Sleeve yarn, regular yarn. So this one in my hand, this is Piedras, which means rocks, in the Malabrigo, and then we have it paired with, let's get the light right. Sorry, you guys. We have it paired with the Juicy DK from Farmer's Daughter in Paul Newman, which is like a dark brown. This would be beautiful and rich. How about Navy Scout with the Atomic? This is truly like red, white, and blue, right? This is like a patriotic right here. I mean, it's not a true red. It's kind of pinky, but it is so perfect. This would be a great 4th of July combination. And let's see. Oh, I also really like Piedras. Too much yarn in my hands, you guys. Piedras with Oatmeal Scout. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at Diana. This color is so gorgeous. And I think Diana looks really good with Mr. Pocket, the Juicy DK. Get the tags out of there. So many dangling tags, right? It's back. But that's with Mr. Pocket. It's so gorgeous. It also looks really good with Cactus in the Farm Twist from Tosh. Isn't that beautiful? What else is my hand? I have Arcoiris. What did I pair up with the Arcoiris? Oh, I think I did Arcoiris with, which means rainbow. It's not very rainbowy. It's very kind of like tropical, rainforesty. But anyway, it looks really great with Mr. Pocket as well. And boy, I'm already forgetting all of my combos. What did I pair up? I paired up something with this. Oh, PA dress looks really good with the craggy tweed in Pretty Shield. So that's a really nice option. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of gorgeous yarn. All of this whole wall, pretty much with any of those colors, it's gonna look amazing. So many gorgeous combos. You are right, Diane. So let's take one more peek. Let's bring her right up in close here. Yes, yes, you are a beautiful girl. You guys want to know a little secret? Don't tell. I actually forgot the baubles in the bauble row because I was all ahead of myself, as one is when they've knit something for the second time, and left it out. And so I did them in one row later, but you would never know. So that's just between us. Let's see, I wonder what the back side looks like. I haven't really thought to look. There she is on the back side. So one of the tricks about this is definitely to catch a float when you're stranding, like in between here when you're making fireworks. You definitely need to catch a float in the middle to anchor the float before you do your next firework. And these are all things that I'm going to talk about. So that is all stuff down the road to come. If you're wondering if this is something that you can tackle, I would say this is an intermediate to advanced option right here. And if you're feeling up for the challenge, then absolutely you can. It would probably be helpful if you had done some kind of color work before, stranded color work, so that you could better manage the space in between the fireworks to make sure, because the last thing you want is for this to be constricted right here. You want this to be nice and loose. If it's constricted, what ends up happening is it steals from your firework. It steals from the little slipped stitch that you have here that looks so great. Heidi, my background color is this inky blue black that is like 10 years old stash. So it was just some hand-dyed DK yarn that is not made anymore. So that's why I'm showing you all these other combos. So this one was entirely born out of the, this is what happens when I work out. I hate working out. My mind wanders and wants to find anything else possible to think about, and so I'm staring at my stash wall and I'm just putting things together in my mind, like I want to knit that, and I want to knit that, and I want to knit that, and that, and that. And it's terrible because it's stash. Most of it is stash. It's because it's things that aren't here in the store, and if I knit with them, I can't show you because then everybody just gets mad they can't get that yarn. I'm just I have no willpower, you guys. Well, Audrey, you should be thinking about another one. Everyone should be thinking about another one. This is the quickest little sweater to make. Honestly, you guys, I was right here. I had two fireworks left, another body increase. No, two more increases because you do for my size you do two more increases after the fireworks end, and then the body. And I did all of that pretty much Sunday. So if you really put your mind to it, you can crank one of these out, a second one, maybe even a third one. Oh, and another thing I'm going to do, on this one I'm going to give it 3/4 sleeves. And so my blue lady, let's bring her back in. Oh, we haven't forgotten about you. Yes, you're just as lovely as that other one. She's going to have the regular sleeves that are written in the pattern, and then this gal here is going to have a 3/4 sleeve, and I am going to still do the detail on the sleeve, but it's just going to end about right here on my arm. So, yes. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Do you have any other questions before I sign off? Rachel, if you made Boathouse, you can do this. Absolutely. Great question. So Boathouse was a great stranded sweater, and this is not even as complicated as that. So, yes. Oh, I don't know about steeking the cotton wool. I'm sure you could probably do that, Kim. She asked about using the Mad Tosh cotton wool with the Malabrigo and maybe steeking it. And, you know, people used to always say, like, you're really, like, die-hard traditionalist, that you couldn't steek non-wool. And then this great book came out, it was like 10 years ago. Julia made something in this book. Anyway, it was all about non-wool yarns, and it was for people who really, truly can't wear wool. Not people who don't understand wool, but just really, truly can't. and they had a steek sweater in it, and they talked about, blasting out apart the myth that you could only steek in wool or sticky yarns. And so being that it's half wool, it is super wash. It is a little bit trickier. You have to really make sure everything's anchored well and firmed up before you steek, but I think you could absolutely do that. I'm scrolling back up to see if I made any or missed any comments. Yeah, Cindy, it is a great use for speckled and multicolored yarn. So if you've got like that one skein, what I'm thinking of is that the custom skein we did for the Good Vibes yarn tour. It was really bright. It was called Gorge Sunset, and it's like you have to have just the right application for something that bright and that variegated, and this is the place to use it, right? Because you're going to have it nice and broken up by the movement of the fireworks and then the slipping of them. It's perfect. So Martha asked if the solid is the same yarn as my my denim one, and it's not. This was just some stashed DK hand dyed yarn that I had in my stash. So it's not. But Jill is going to do one like this with the navy tweed, and I believe she's using Atomic. This is that great, almost red, white, blue. It's like pink, red, white, blue. So that is because she wants the firework, the bright colored firework, and then Marie talked about the tweed yarn being that little ashy bit of stuff that falls down when you're watching fireworks. And so Jill's going for the full effect. She's going to get the bright multicolor firework in the detail, and then the little ashy effect in the tweed as well. Yes. Yeah, Julia, the Deseos combo, if you wanted something slightly subtle, like you really love the idea, but you don't want like bright, here you are. This combination here, the Deseos, this is Lavanda, and then Indecita, which is this beautiful Monet kind of blue, lavender, periwinkle green. This is beautiful. That would be really, really lovely. Oh, and another thing you could do, if you really like this idea, again, but also you don't want something super bright and nuts, is you could just use a solid in in the same yarn you want to use for your body. So for instance, if you had like the navy tweed, you could use the light blue for your fireworks, and this would be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, well, that one went on the floor. So that would be another great way to orchestrate like a two-color version that wasn't just, really, really bright. Would you hold it double? Oh, this Gorge Sunset. Yeah, so if you didn't get any of the DK weight that we sold after the first show, we offered DK for sale. So if you don't have that, you can double up the fingering. You'll have more of a marled effect because you'll be getting different color on different color there with the doubling, but if you just swatched a little bit, you would know right away if you liked it. So definitely a possibility, Rachel. Yeah, if you haven't used that skein yet, that would be really, really fun. The pink, red, white, blue looks great next to the solid sweater. This one, next to this one, is that what you were saying? Pam? Yeah. It's really fun, like something dark. Oh, even ultra wool, DK. Okay, so let's say you don't, you already got a lot of yarn for the first fireworks, and you really want to do this, but you don't want to break the bank. Ultra wool DK is your best friend, and boom, here's a great combo. So navy with the Atomic right there. So this yarn, $14. Ultra wool DK, and it's got, where's my yardage? 292 yards, so really good deal. Boom, there you go. Oh, I have made just such a pile. Next to the front, oh, next to this one. Atomic next to this one. Yeah, that does look good. There you go. The combinations are endless. Endless, I'm telling you. Okay, well, I think it looks like I've answered all the questions. Maybe what we'll do is we'll set up a Zoom sign up and send that out via the newsletter, so that if you wanted to get in on a special fireworks knit along Zoom session where we talk about the two color, you can absolutely do that. So if you're interested in this and you're not on our newsletter list, make sure that you get signed up. You can do that on our website. And then in probably, like, we'll say Tuesday's newsletter, I'll send out a link where you can register for a Zoom session, and we can talk all things fireworks. So oh, Kim. Kim says I'm the worst thing for her self-control. Kim, imagine how bad it would be if you actually lived here. We would just be setting up a sleeping cot for you in the corner. Oh, you guys. I love talking to you guys. You're so much fun. Okay. That's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning into our special Monday edition of our lunch chat. We won't have one tomorrow, since, all my energy just went out into this one. But we will see you guys back here, same time, same place, on Friday for our regular lunch chat. So, all right, everybody, enjoy your week, and I'll see you Friday.